And just like that, we back, fam. How are you? Doing good. I already know you're doing good. Nice to see you, bro. Glad to see you. Today is the last day, no, second to last day of March. March Madness is coming to an end. Final four this weekend. Arizona, Michigan, Illinois, UConn. Not gonna say my picks on here, but I know who I'm rolling with. Skipped 2 days. Not say skipped, but feel like I didn't have much to say. I wasn't doing much. So let's dive into the weekend. So Friday we went parade ground on them with the Chick-fil-A. Was eating good. You know what I'm saying? Enjoying the day, enjoying the scenery. Baton Rouge is so pretty in the spring, regardless of how good the fall semester is with football, a little bit of basketball. Because the fall semester is great, right? But the spring outside, environmental wise in Baton Rouge, can't be beat. The fall is all kind of rainy a bit, kind of droggy, kind of low vibration sometimes. Days it's really bipolar, but so far in the spring, weather has been great. Vibes have been through the roof. And yeah, I mean, Baton Rouge in the spring. How can I complain? Tell me how. You tell me how right now. I didn't think so. I didn't think you had a reason. So yeah, let's dive into the weekend. Yeah, so like I said, parade grounds Friday. Ended off the night, went to sleep. No, I think I hopped on Discord. Well, the whole weekend was Discord. It was on Discord, with the boys, with the Matrix, talking about whatever. Just enjoying the weekend. The weekend was great. Duke lost in a heartbreaker. Man, this is gonna be a March Madness clip forever. They gonna talk about that for years to come. Insane. Duke lost. Michigan won. Well, everybody that I said already won. That's why they're still in. And yeah, and I got to catch up on some movies. I finished The Sopranos, and the ending was so anticlimactic, bro. I thought he was gonna get thrown in jail. I thought Tony was gonna get thrown in jail. I thought he was gonna die. I thought, I mean, anything could have happened. They could have made it so good. They could have put it in so many ways, and they just cut the camera. He sat down with his family in a restaurant. So they just cut the camera. And I started checking. I'm tapping my, I'm going in and out. I'm refreshing my page because I watched on the bootleg. Hit me up for the link. But still, I'm refreshing, and that's just how they ended it. And I looked it up on Twitter, and that's literally how they ended it. I know everybody back then was mad. It probably came out like as soon as I was born, but still, I know everybody back then was mad. But yeah, got to dive into some movies. Got to catch up on things that came out while I was watching Sopranos, of course. Let's see. Let's pull it up. A recent activity. I had to start off with a banger. Hey, when did I watch this? Life Itself. I think I watched that one a week ago. Yeah, it was a week ago. But 2 days ago, which was Saturday, Marty Supreme. It was good, but Sanders is on a different level. I can't lie. Sanders is on a different level than F1, Brad Pitt, and Franklin Saint, and Javier. That was a good one. Solid. Wuthering Heights with Margot Robbie and Jacob Elordi. Then we went Limitless. We'll come back to Limitless. Then Thief. Thief was alright. But Limitless. Talk about the power of the brain. I I really want to unlock my brain to its full potential. Like I think in the movie it said we're on a day-to-day basis we're only using 20% of our brain. What is the other 84? What is it for? I gotta do more research into it, but I just want to maximize my potential in all aspects of life, including my cognitive side, right? And yeah, Didn't get much reading done during the weekend, sadly. But back on it today. Speaking of reading, wait, let's stay on the weekend. Um, yeah, weekend Matrix. Yeah, Matrix got the Joes. Hang with the boys on Discord. So yeah, let's dive into this book. Finally got to finish Robin Roberts, Brighter by the Day. I mean, great. I mean, just great. I mean, it's so deep and she's so strong. Everything that she went through to end up writing this book and having all of this knowledge and these experiences that she went through is insane. Let me just break it down. She had cancer. She had MDS. I think it's like a bone marrow disease or something like that. She needed a bone marrow transplant from her sister. Her mom died. Her dad died, and she's still thriving. She's hopeful through it all. The days are still bright. And the days were bright while she was going through the cancer and the MDS. Oh, I hope it's MDS. And she gives so many examples of what she went through and how you can be successful and have a better outlook every single day. Let's see. It starts off with the joy mindset, happiness versus joy. Nobody can take your joy. Okay, that's part one. Part two is positive on purpose, just changing your outlook to be positive on purpose. And part three is stronger than you know. Man, such a good book. But like I said in the other vid, delusional optimism. You got to know that it's going to work out and put your faith in God. And she's religious. I love it. And her family was so intricate in her life and how strong she is. She says you're only as how did she put it? She said like let me slow down. I feel like I'm moving too fast. I'm talking faster than my brain. She said it like we're not strong because the strongest people don't go through life by themselves. Or we're not as strong as we can be by ourselves. As humans, we are social creatures, and we're only as strong as how much weight we can put on our tribe and what we can get out of the people that we hang around. If the people that you hang around are just terrible people and you can't rely on them, then you're not getting much out of them, and you're only as strong as yourself. But whenever you can take your strength, your mental fortitude, and like what you have inside of you, and take your problems and put them on other people, and they support you and they ground you and they take care of you in times of need and struggle, stress, whatever it may be, that's strength. That is strength right there. And I feel like that's important. That's so important. That's why I'm so thankful for my family. My family support me through anything. If I were to drop out right now and want to be a rapper, they're gonna be the first ones to download. If I dropped out right now, chose to be a rapper, they're gonna be the first one to download. Even though it's a terrible choice. Nah, it's bad. It would be bad for me because I don't think I'm a rapper. But if I chose to drop out and be a painter, or go travel the world and like couch surf and hitchhike in Uganda, they go support me. And I feel like that's so important, especially nowadays whenever there's so many stresses in life. Like if you can have a strong tower, a physical strong tower, you know God is obviously the rock. Well, the rock in my life at least. But whenever you have people that you can confide in and just people that are just there for you no matter what, right or wrong, left, right, up, down. That's so special. So special. Yeah, let's get into today. So today I woke up and I'm like, man, do I want to be great today? All in all, I mean, my mind was going crazy. And it came down to, do I want to be great? Do I want to commit to building my routine and sticking to it and waking up every day, 7 a.m., going through the day and studying, getting ready for these exams? Do I want to stick to it or do I just want to waste another day and skip my lab? Thankfully, I'm building. I mean, I feel like I'm already a disciplined person, but I've been slacking since I've lived here. I feel like a little bit. But I'm getting on the right track and I'm building these good habits. I got up, I went to lab, and she gave me my paper back, and she gave me a second chance. She said if I bring what I was missing, because I didn't know how to do it, so I just turned it in without it. This little rationale on the bottom of the data analysis that we're supposed to turn in. So, and yeah, the lab was good. Like, thankfully, I did go. But yeah, I gotta decide every day from now on that I want to be great, and in doing so, I commit. So, went there 8 o'clock, woke up at 7, left around 8 o'clock, got there 8:30, went through the lab, piece of cake. Now I actually messed up and I had to copy my friends, but but she's cool, a great person. Yeah, I left out of there, went to the Will Wade press conference. Shout out Will Wade. They was giving out these shirts with his face on. You know I got good support. He coached in Lake Charles, so I want you to boot up. Hashtag boot up, man. Went there, went to physics, same thing, physics, and left out of there. And instead of going to micro, I studied for the exam Wednesday. I have to lock in for, might skip micro lab tomorrow to study for it. But yeah, then study. Came back, finished this book. Um, watched the Kanye interview. Man, I mean, Kanye at the time, yay now, great. He always has some unique thoughts. And yeah, I mean, in order to commit to this, wait, let's circle back to the morning. In order to commit to this routine, I have to go to sleep early. It's 8 o'clock right now. I'm gonna start winding down, honestly. So I'm terrible last night. I only got 50% of my sleep, 23% recovery. Terrible. Went to sleep at 2 o'clock, woke up at 7. Not good, then. Not good at all. But yeah. One thing that surprised me today, I woke up and walking to school. And then there's this little guy. I don't know how old he was, but he definitely wasn't older than me, and he was definitely, I would say he's in high school, but he's not a senior. He got to be like a sophomore in high school. I'm thinking like, all right, so he's just here. Like I'm not thinking he's gonna say anything to me. Like, I'm just walking to school. And he asked me. I heard him the first time. He says, "Do you have a lighter?" And I take my headphone out. Oh no, I don't have headphones in. Or do I? Because my AirPods was dead. I was playing with them. Yeah, I was playing with my hand. And I look up. no, so I said, what? I said, do you have a lighter? I said, nah, man. Do I have a lighter, bro? You're focused on the wrong thing, bro. And that's why I honestly think like we're just I'm a dive into that. I gotta make a whole new video for that because I could talk for hours about black culture, man. This is terrible. And he's so young. He can do whatever he wants. He could be an astrophysicist working at NASA or astronaut on the stage waiting to catch the bus, asking people if they got lighters. I mean, of course, I don't pass judgment on nobody. I'm just like, man, like, what is it coming to? You know, I don't know anything about him, but come on, bro. But yeah, since I finished this one, I'm almost done with F feelings. I re-upped on some more books. Let's see, little James Baldwin thing. I seen a video on him, like a Black History Month video. So I went ahead and bought this, and it was on the Black History Month shelf. So I'm sure he has some good things to say for sure. Only 100 pages, a quick read. The last page says God gave Noah the rainbow sign. No more water. The fire next time. Yeah, the fire next time. Okay. So we got that one. James Baldwin, the fire next time. Milk and honey. I got 30 pages into this, and my eyes were watering because I like to read what I'm buying before I walk out the store before I buy it. Of course, I'm sitting I'm sitting in the library, well not in the library, but the bookstore, and I'm reading this, and I'm just thinking to myself like somebody lived this. The journey, and this is the journey of surviving through poetry. This is the blood, sweat, tears of 21 years. This is my heart in your hands. This is the hurting, the loving, the breaking, the healing. And someone actually lived this right here. And I literally, I really try. I like to feel, I like to feel as much as I can. But this right here, it just cut me. Like, I watch movies all the time and they cut me deep if they're like this or anything of the sort. But I'm honestly gonna read this again. I'm gonna reread that first chapter because it was just great. Reread that first. This is the first chapter had me, man. Yeah, great addition right here. But these are not that long. These are two quick reads. This one is 200. This one is 100. This one's 200 pages. So slight added to the collection. And of course, I got the Marcus Aurelius Meditation. So I think I already showed that one. But maybe get on that. That a daily read. But this one caught my eye because look at the cover page is great, right? Five Revenge Tragedies by Kid Shakespeare. Never seen Shakespeare. I'm like, yeah, I got it. But it's five tragedies. I started listening to the Kid one at first. Well, already. I think Shakespeare's Hamlet. Hamlet. Which I already watched the movie, so it's already knows it's gonna be good. And I think the first one by Kid is the Spanish tragedy. Hey, yeah, the first one by Kid is the Spanish tragedy. Then Shakespeare, Hamlet. Then Antonio's Revenge by Marson. The Tragedy of Hoffman or Revenge for a Father by Henry Sheep, whatever. You can look it up if you want. Well, you got the book. So, The Revenger's Tragedy by Thomas Middleton. I already started reading the Spanish one. Well, I was listening to it so I can hear the voices of the different characters, but it's just 5 plays. Better than doom scrolling for sure. So I'll definitely stay on this one too. Yeah, that's 3 new additions today. Let me- So that Milk and Honey is a deep cut, and I love movies like that. So therefore, I know I love books like that, and this one is no exception. But I also seen that she has some other ones too in the bookstore, so might dive into that after this one. Yeah, these some good additions. Got to finish F. Phillips first before I dabble into this. So, yeah, um, more books, man, more books. Anything like that is better than doom scrolling on my phone and anything of that nature. Um, yeah, this is a good way to start the week, man. It's Monday, March 30th. Yeah. After this, probably finna try to finish this bowl. Probably not doing. I'm actually kind of full already. Have a quiet, cold, turn the AC down, crank up the fan, get to sleep early, try to catch up on the sleep debt, and wake up, go to wake up 7, go to organic chemistry. After that, what do I do? English? Nah, I might not go to English. So. Might not go to English, and then lab, micro lab, might not go to that either. But we will see. We will see. I don't like how my 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 videos be inverted. I feel like I look crazy. Well, this dude Wimby's going crazy. 28 and 12. All right, let me wrap this up. 25 minutes. All right, bro. Love you. Uh, take care of yourself, bro. And have that gratitude, man. Be thankful every day. Stay in the present. Love you, bro. Take care.